Hey guys, what is going on? WrestleMania 36 has entered history, and now it's time to see what the WWE has for the Raw after, traditionally one of the biggest nights of the year for WWE TV. Join us now as Wrestlelamia analyzes Raw and looks at the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know, including CM Punk's hatred for empty arena matches, Ric Flair news, WrestleMania 36's impressive numbers, Michael Cole's big promotion, Hulk Hogan explains our health crisis, and more. As always, we won't waste your time recapping the matches, but we will take a look at the good, the bad, and the downright ugly from tonight's show. The good. Drew dominates. The WWE is truly pushing Drew McIntyre as a superhuman champion, not only giving him a decisive win over Brock Lesnar, but a win over The Big Show following his match against Lesnar. Granted, The Big Show was out because his new Netflix series The Big Show has dropped, but it was still a good way to put McIntyre over as someone who can beat anyone. Fresh faces. It's always good to shake things up in wrestling, whether it's promoting NXT superstars to the main roster or bringing in stars from Raw or SmackDown. Tonight it appears as if NXT's Bianca Belair is on Raw, working alongside the Street Profits, and that Blue Brand star Apollo Crews is with the Red Brand. Both superstars have plenty to offer and looked good tonight, but as always, the real test will be how they're booked down the road. Add in the return of Nia Jax, and there could be some fresh programs headed our way. An exciting undercard match. Apollo Crews is one of many talented superstars with loads of potential, but as Drew McIntyre found out years ago, potential doesn't mean a fast road to success. Crews, who just jumped from SmackDown to Raw, put on a show-stealing performance against Aleister Black, who obviously also deserves credit for this match's success. This match was reminiscent of WCW Nitro's strong undercard matches, with both superstars given time to showcase their skills. Credit goes to Tom Phillips and Byron Saxton for furthering the story being told in the ring, reminding fans that Black had just wrestled Bobby Lashley at WrestleMania while Crews was fresh. However, it was also noted that Black had injured Crews' knee during the match, something which played a factor several times in the match. While Crews looked good in defeat, the WWE can't repeat the mistakes it's made in the past, giving Crews a solid performance against Black only to have him lose to other opponents, or worse, lose again to Black. A new team? What happens in the WWE when two singles stars don't seem to have anything going for them? They get put into a tag team, something we're seeing with former US champion Ricochet and former Cruiserweight and 24/7 champion Cedric Alexander. While both men are talented singles wrestlers, WWE has made it pretty clear that neither man is going far in the singles direction anytime soon. However, based on their tag team performance tonight against NXT stars Danny Burch and Oney Lorcan, they could prove to be one of the most exciting teams on Raw, whose tag team roster is burnt out due to bad booking. Hitting the reset button. The Raw after WrestleMania is the night the WWE hits the reset button, bringing in new superstars and starting new programs. Tonight's show saw some new faces as well as the return of Nia Jax, someone we haven't seen in some time. There was a tease about tensions between Lana and Lashley, but other than that, not too much. Given the circumstances of the WWE going through a grueling taping session, it's understandable, but we hope the WWE gets moving quickly with its new storylines. The bad. A poor man's Raw. While the WWE deserves some credit for giving some of its NXT stars a chance in the Raw spotlight, the bottom line is that wrestlers Danny Burch, Oney Lorcan, and Deonna Purrazzo were the equivalent of enhancement talent. There were some good matches on Raw, but as Wrestlelamia has noted before, the WWE needs to stop with the squash matches, especially with less viewers tuning in to the empty arena TV shows. Tonight's Raw was a B show with a special appearance by Seth Rollins and a match between the new WWE Champion and The Big Show. Hitting the repeat button. Not only is the first Raw after WrestleMania when the WWE hits the reset button, tonight's episode continued the tradition of repeating matches from WrestleMania, as Angel Garza and Austin Theory had a WrestleMania rematch against Raw Tag Team Champions the Street Profits. Unfortunately, the WWE then decided to do a 6-person tag team match with the Street Profits and Bianca Belair taking on Garza, Theory, and Zelina Vega. The WWE needs to stop with the overkill in repeating matches if it wants to bring back its audience. The downright ugly. Given the fact that WrestleMania 36 was a mania like no other, it's not surprising that Raw didn't have the same excitement usually associated with the night after Mania. However, the WWE didn't do much to advance any top storylines, and while the show was an improvement over past Raws, it was still nothing particularly special compared to other post-WrestleMania Raws. News: WrestleMania 36 sets a record. WrestleMania 36 may not have set an attendance record like past shows, unless it's for the least amount of fans present, but it did score an impressive number on social media. According to Pro Wrestling Illustrated, from WWE, according to Nielsen Social, WrestleMania saw 13.8 million total social media interactions on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, plus 57% from last year's WrestleMania and the most in WWE history. Although it could be some time before we know the buy rates and WWE Network numbers for Mania, the WWE has to be taking this as a moral victory. WWE TV returning to a live format? The WWE taped several episodes of its weekly TV as it scrambled to tape WrestleMania and the TV leading up to it before a stay-at-home order could have shut things down. However, according to WrestleVotes, that could be changing very soon. Hearing both SmackDown on 410 and Raw on 413 will be live from the PC. It seems like WWE will indeed push on, no break at this time coming. Tonight's Raw and this week's NXT have already been taped. Do you prefer taped or live shows when there are no fans? Be sure to leave your comments below. Hulk Hogan's reason for the pandemic. Hulk Hogan isn't afraid to share his opinions, especially when he's being secretly videotaped. Recently, the WWE Hall of Famer shared his thoughts via Instagram on the current health crisis. Here are some of Hulkster's comments. Word up, can you handle the truth, my brother? Only love, HH. In 3 short months, like he did with the plagues of Egypt, God has taken away everything we worship. Maybe we don't need a vaccine. Maybe we need to take this time of isolation from the distractions of the world and have a personal revival where we focus on the only thing in the world that really matters, Jesus. Is Hogan considering a career as an evangelist, or is this just Hogan pontificating? Edge thanks Orton and the fans. WrestleMania's last man standing match between Edge and Randy Orton saw the two veterans battle away for over 36 minutes, battering each other throughout the Performance Center until Edge was able to secure his win. Following the match, Edge took to social media sharing his thanks via Instagram. For the first time in a singles match in 9 years, against, in my opinion, the most naturally talented person in the industry in Randy Orton, I will always be proud of what we accomplished with some strange circumstances. I have a feeling we haven't seen the last of each other, and for that, I'm strangely thankful. He pulled me to a 40-minute fight after being retired for 9 years. Edge noted he taped the match 2 weeks ago, so he is out of quarantine and back with his family. Was WWE considering an audience for WrestleMania? When the WWE announced it was moving WrestleMania 36 to the Performance Center, fans figured that there would be no fans present at the small venue. While no fans were allowed in, the WWE apparently was considering it at one point. According to Sports Illustrated, WWE superfan Charlie Adorno, aka Ringside Charlie, was ready to attend his 36th consecutive WrestleMania, but like everyone else with tickets, was unable to attend the event. However, Adorno told SI's Justin Barrasso, "A couple of people internally wanted me to come. They even said that if some fans were allowed in, I'd be at the top of the list. So there was definitely talk about the possibility, but with all of the strict guidelines, they were already at capacity for the amount of people they could have in the building. It wasn't meant to be. If it was possible, I would have been there." Adorno has another streak. He's reportedly attended every WWE event at Madison Square Garden since 1982. Given the inability for any fan to attend Mania this year, Wrestlelamia thinks his streak still stands. CM Punk can't watch wrestling without fans. It's been quite a change for wrestling fans used to watching the sport of kings with no audience members to cheer or boo. While both the WWE and AEW have continued airing weekly television, and the WWE taking the unexpected move of running WrestleMania 36 at the Performance Center, not everyone is interested in watching empty arena matches, including former WWE superstar CM Punk. Punk recently spoke to the No Sports Report about why he can't get invested without fans present. "I would be able to watch hockey or UFC or Bellator, any kind of mixed martial arts fight when there's no people in the crowd because it's a sport. With pro wrestling, I find it completely impossible to watch with no crowd. The audience is the 100%, and this is more evident than ever now, driving force behind what wrestlers do in the ring. When I wrestled, that was my boss." Punk went on to explain why the audience is so crucial to wrestling matches. "The audience boos and cheers who they want. They tell you if they like the moves, if they're emotionally invested in the match, that tells you where to take it. You can manipulate them, but they can also manipulate the match. Without all of that, I don't know what we're doing. It lends credence, in my opinion, to everyone who argues that wrestling is just a stage fight, it's a simulation, it's predetermined acrobatics. Without the audience, without the emotion and adrenaline, that's what I feel like I'm watching. I feel like I'm watching a video game." Even Punk's BFF Ryback seems to agree, commenting on Ryback TV, "It's tough for me to watch. It brings me back to empty arena developmental practice where all of us just hated it. Wrestling sucks without a crowd. Heh. I tell people that the one thing I miss about wrestling is the adrenaline and energy. That's the real part of wrestling, and now we've just got this fake stuff. And as a wrestler, I have no problem saying it because it is. There are very real things in wrestling and the pain is real, but it's still fake. Movies are fake. I love and respect pro wrestling, but you can't just keep lying to yourself. It's exposed when you watch it without a crowd." After watching WWE and AEW television, there's no question that something is missing from wrestling programs when there's no fans. However, to say it's unwatchable seems more like a personal preference than a universal opinion. As Wrestlelamia has noted before, empty arena shows can succeed when they're promoted with regular matches rather than the squash matches the WWE has aired on Raw. AEW shows have been entertaining, and while everyone wants the fans back, there's no reason the show can't go on short of a government mandate. Michael Cole's big promotion. Congratulations to longtime WWE announcer Michael Cole, who recently received a huge promotion in the WWE. PW Insider is reporting, Michael Cole has received a promotion within World Wrestling Entertainment and has gained a new corporate title, Vice President of Announcing, PW Insider has confirmed with multiple sources. The promotion officially took place several weeks ago, we are told. Cole has been with WWE since 1997 and, judging from this promotion, could likely spend the rest of his career there if he wishes to do so. Ric Flair appearing on Broken Skull Sessions. Last but not least, for those wondering when Nature Boy Ric Flair will appear on Steve Austin's Broken Skull Sessions, the WWE has announced the episode will air on the WWE Network on 12th April at 10 a.m. Stone Cold's interview subjects such as Kane, The Undertaker, and The Big Show have revealed some interesting details about their careers, so this one could be the best yet, given Slick Rick's legendary exploits in and out of the ring. Woo! Well guys, there you have it, the good, the bad, and the ugly from the 6th April edition of Raw, as well as the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know. What did you think of this week's show? Be sure to leave your comments, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel, follow us on Instagram and Twitter, and I'll see you next time for some more wrestling content.